Hi my dear friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is your ADC. So this video is going to inform you that or explain you that how we are getting this characteristic equation of the given matrix A. Suppose if I consider the matrix A is of n cross n square matrix. There are n rows and n columns. If there are n rows and n columns, so this is the given matrix. And what is the characteristic equation? As we know that the characteristic equation of the matrix is determined A minus lambda I equal to 0. So A is the given matrix, minus lambda is the scalar. What about I? I is the identity matrix. So same order. If it is that n cross n matrix, so I can go for n rows. So each diagonal is only the unit, the number 1 is there, this is called unit matrix. So 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 etc etc. Third row 0 0 1 etc 0. So nth term is 1, other entities are 0. When you multiply lambda here, this will give lambda 0 0 0 lambda 0 0 0 0 0 lambda etc etc lambda. So when I subtract this from this matrix, you know the matrix subtraction. So component wise, term wise subtraction. So only the diagonal elements are lambda, others are 0. So this means that when subtract lambda in the diagonally, we subtract the lambda from the diagonally. So this is the determinant of equal to 0. So when I simplify this determinant, I am getting the characteristic equation of nth degree polynomial. Why it is nth degree? Because given that there are order of the given square matrix is n. So if I expand this and simplifying this, we get finally a0 lambda power n minus a1 lambda power n minus 1 plus a2 lambda power n minus 2 minus a3 lambda power n minus 3. Continue like that. The last term is minus 1 fold power n, a suffix n equal to 0. So what is the degree of this polynomial? Nth degree polynomial. Why? Because the given input matrix is of order n. So the given input is order n means we get nth degree polynomial. If I solve this, what I am getting that? If I solving this nth degree polynomial, we are getting n roots. What are they? The roots may be n roots like lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda 3, etc. lambda n. This is known as the eigenvalues of the given matrix A. Isn't it? Suppose the given input is 2 by 2 matrix. Suppose the given input is 2 by 2 matrix, then the given polynomial becomes 2 cross 2 matrix. So 2, that is second degree polynomial. If it is second degree polynomial, when I solve the equation, second degree equation, we get 2 roots. Suppose the given matrix is 3 cross 3 matrix, then we get the cubic polynomial. Solve the polynomial, we get 3 roots. So the order play a crucial role. What is the order of the matrix? Then number of eigenvalues are equal to the order. Number of eigenvectors is equal to the number of eigenvalues is equal to the order. Okay. Now, suppose if I am having the 2 by 2 matrix, suppose if I am having the 2 by 2 matrix, what will be the characteristic equation? Very simple. Okay, what about a0, a1, a2, a3, etc. Everything is the constants, right? Here, what about the 2 by 2 matrix? Says that it is lambda squared minus, I used to say s1 into lambda plus s2 is equal to 0. What about s1? What about s2? What about s1? What about s2? s1 is nothing but sum of the leading diagonal elements. s1 is the sum of the leading diagonals of A. Sum of the leading diagonals of A is also known as trace of E. Is also known as trace of E. Okay. What about S2? S2 represents the determinant of E. Once again I repeat this. This is the 2 by 2 matrix. So this is a second degree polynomial. What's the general form of the quadratic equation? If you remember, the quadratic equation is x square minus sum of the roots into x, isn't it? Sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots. Product of the roots is equal to 0. So this is the second degree quadratic equation format. So here the sum of the roots is nothing but sum of the leading diagonal elements in the matrix is also known as the trace of A. So this is S1. S1 for sum of the leading diagonal elements of the given 2 by 2 matrix. What about the S2? S2 is nothing but the product of the roots. Here is called the determinant. Now I consider the 2 by 2 matrix. Can you tell me what will be the characteristic equation? For example, A is equal to 1, 2, 4, 5. Now tell me, this is my example for 2 by 2 matrix. Now can you tell me what is S1? S1 is the sum of the leading diagonal elements. So what about S1? S1 is equal to 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Is it right? Isn't it? What about S2? S2 is the determinant of A. What is the determinant of A? 1 4s are 4 minus 5 2s are 10. So 4 minus 10. So the answer is minus 6. So what about the characteristic equation for this matrix 2 by 2 matrix? Lambda squared minus, what is the S1? 5. So 5 lambda plus S2, that is minus 6 equal to 0. Otherwise lambda squared minus 5 lambda minus 6 is equal to 0. So this is the characteristic equation of the 2 by 2 matrices. Understand? 2 by 2 matrices. Now, what about the characteristic equation of 3 cross 3 matrices? So this is a question now. What about the characteristic equation for 3 cross 3 matrices? 3 cross 3 means n equal to 3. N equal to 3, 3 minus 1, 2, then 3 minus 2, 1, 3 minus 3, 0. So I got nearly 3 constants, A1, A2, A3. Here it's called S1, S2, S3. Suppose a 2 by 2 matrix, by putting n equal to 2, we get lambda squared. 2 minus 1, lambda power 1, and 2 minus 2, 0. This is a constant term. So I found that A1 and A2. Here it is called S1, S2. Now what about the 3 cross 3 matrix? 3 cross 3 matrix, the polynomial is lambda cube minus S1 lambda squared plus S2 lambda minus S3 is equal to 0. Please see that plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, etc. So plus minus, etc. Now what about the S1? Yeah, S1 is the same. It's nothing but the sum of the leading diagonals of A. That is nothing but the trace of E. What about S2? What about S3? Once again, S1 is the trace of A. Yes, right? What about S3? S3 is the determinant of E. S3 is the determinant of E. So S1 and S3 are similar. That means S1 is the sum of the leading diagonal elements and S3 is the determinant of E. What about S2? You see, this is a 3 cross 3 matrix, you know. It's a 3 cross 3 matrix means we extend through diagonal wise. So S1 means it is sum of the diagonals. What about S2 means we can sum the diagonals. It's called the minors of the matrix 2 by 2 matrices through the leading diagonals. Let us see what is S2. I can explain the S1, S2, S3 here. What about S1? S1 is nothing but sum of the leading diagonal elements. Sum of the leading diagonals of A. Sum of the leading diagonals of A is often called the trace of the matrix. S2 stands for 2 by 2 matrix because the given input is 3 cross 3 matrix. So 1 means 1 1 elements. 2 means 2 by 2 matrix. What is 2 by 2 matrix? Sum of the minors. Minus means 2 by 2 matrices through the leading diagonals. Through the leading diagonals. I can give one example so that you can understand. Okay. What about S2? S2 is the sum of the minors through the leading diagonals. How many diagonals we have for the 3 cross 3 matrix? 3 diagonals. So let us see how we are going to consider. What about S3? S3 is the determinant of the given matrix E. That's it. Once I repeat this, For 3 by 3 matrix, n equal to 3. So lambda cube minus, here we call this S1, S1 lambda power 3 minus 1, 2, plus S2 lambda power 3 minus 2, 1, and minus S3 lambda power 3 minus 3, 0. So what about the S1? Sum of the leading diagonal elements. S2 is sum of the minus through the leading diagonal elements, and S3 is the determinant of A. Now I can give the example for you. Suppose A is the matrix of 2, 1, 3, 4, minus 1, 0, 5, 1, 3. Yeah, this is my matrix. Now can you tell me what about the S1, S2, S3? See that this is the leading diagonal elements. So S1 is nothing but 2 plus minus 1 plus 3. So how much? 3 plus 2, 5, 5 minus 1, 4. Sum of the leading diagonal elements. What about S2? S2 is sum of the minus through the leading diagonals. How many diagonals are there? 1, 2, 3. So I can maintain the same dominancy. That means 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. The first diagonal is always the top, second one is the middle, third one is the last. You can choose the 3 different types of minus. How we can choose? Let us see that. First one, 1, 2. So 1, 2 by 2 matrix. So this is 1, 2. That's right. Otherwise, if we eliminate the first row and first columns by using the first diagonal, we get minus 1, 0, 1, 3. So this is the first 2 by 2 matrix through the first diagonal. What about the second diagonal? Minus 1. For the minus 1, we eliminate the middle column and the middle row. We get 2, 3, 5, 3. 2, 3, 5, 3. This is the second one. What about the third diagonal? 3. If I omit this column and this row, 2, 1, 4, minus 1. So 2, 1, 4, minus 1. So sum of the minus through the leading diagonals. So this is the mean term. Once again repeat this. What is S1? Sum of the leading diagonal elements. So 2 plus minus 1 plus 3. So 5 minus 1, 4. Right? S2 is the sum of the minus through the diagonals. How many diagonals we have here? 2, minus 1, 3. So the first diagonal, close the row under the column. This is the minor of this diagonal. Minus 1, 0, 1, 3. What about the second diagonal? The middle one, minus 1. For this diagonal, eliminate, omit, neglect the corresponding column and row. The remaining elements are 2, 3, 5, 3. 4 cardinal elements. 2, 3, 5, 3. And third diagonal is 3. Eliminate this column and this row. So 2, 1, 4, minus 1. This is the. So only there are 3 minus because of there are only 3 diagonals. Let us find out this value. So minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. What about this one? 1 into 0, 0. So minus 0. Plus 2 3s are 6. Minus 5 3s are 15. 2 3s are 6. Minus 5 3s are 15. And plus 2 minus 1, it is minus 2. Minus 4 into 1, 4. Once I repeat this. Sir, minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. Minus 1 into 0, 0. Plus this plus 2 3s are 6. Minus 5 3s are 15. Plus 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 4 into 1 is minus 4. So by that way we get minus 3 plus minus 12 plus minus 6. So what about S2? S2 is minus 3 minus 12 minus 6. Minus 15 minus 6 minus 21. Got it? What about S3? S3 is the determinant of A. You know already how to get the determinant of A. So 2. So this is plus, this is minus, this is plus. So 2 into minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. 1 into 0 is 0. So close the bracket. This is the minus. So minus 1 into this row and this column will cancel. 4 3s are 12. Minus 5 into 0, 0. So close the bracket. Plus 3 into this row and this column is eliminated. 4 1s are 4. Minus 5 into minus 1 is minus 5. So minus 1 minus plus 5. So this will minus 6. Minus 12. 5 plus 4 9. 9 3s are 27. So 27, this is minus 18. So the answer is plus 9. So this is the determinant S3. Once I repeat this, S3 is determinant. 2 can be expand via first row. 2 into minus 1 into 3 minus 3. 1 into 0 0. So that's it. Minus 1 into this row and this column is eliminated. So 4 3s are 12 minus 5 into 0 0. Plus 3 into plus 3 means this column and this row is eliminated. 4 into 1 is 4 minus of minus plus 5. So 9 3s are 27. 27 minus 18 is plus 9. So what about S1? S1 is the sum of the leading diagonal elements. Is often called as trace of the matrix. 5 plus minus 1 plus 3, that is 5 minus 1 is 4. S2 is sum of the minus through the leading diagonals. So there are 3 diagonals. So let us close the first diagonal corresponding row and column. Minus 1 0 1 3. So minus 1 0 1 3. Got it? Second diagonal is minus 1, corresponding row and column is eliminated. So 2 3 5 3. Third diagonal is 3, this column and this row. So 2 1 4 minus 1. So let us compute this value. Already you know 2 by 2 determinant, how to compute. So that should be the S2 value. What about S3? S3 is the determinant of the matrix. So after getting all these values, let us substitute here. I am in the cubic polynomial lambda cube minus, what about S1 4, so 4 lambda square. What about S2 minus 21 lambda. What about S3 9, so minus, as already there in the formula, minus 9 is equal to 0. Once I repeat this, substitute S1 is equal to 4, S2 is equal to minus 21, so that minus comes. Actually it's a plus, but minus 21 is the value, so minus 21. What about S3 plus 9, so it's minus, formula minus. Plus minus comes alternatively. So this is the cubic polynomial. If you solve this cubic polynomial, you will get 3 roots. Why we get 3 roots? Because of it's a cubic polynomial. Why we get cubic polynomial? Because of the given input is a 3 cross 3 matrix. So when I solve this cubic polynomial, we get 3 roots. Those 3 roots are often called as characteristic values, are often called as eigenvalues, or latent values, or proper values. Got it? So this is the idea to find the characteristic equation for 2 by 2 matrix and as well as 3 cross 3 matrix. Thank you so much for watching our YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel ADC Max. So once you see that ADC Max. So this is my YouTube channel. There are many videos are there. Please go and watch because it will completely cover the entire engineering mathematics, all the 4 years. There are many mathematics subjects you have till the 3rd year. So all the subjects can be covered, uploaded the videos simultaneously during the course. So please suggest, subscribe and also refer and inform your friends, share the YouTube channel details to your friends so that they also got benefited. Am I right? Thank you so much.